Good Wednesday morning. We had another episode of Hard Knocks last night. The Yankees are historically bad. Pete Alonso apparently was very close to getting traded. He addressed that. We got a ton to talk about. Jerry in for Boomer again. Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Gee, what's up, man? How are you?
Well, I trimmed my beard down very, very short.
Yeah.
And the reason I did it was just getting too itchy. And
Looks good, though.
Nah, see, I don't know. When I looked in the mirror, I felt okay about it. But then now that I'm on TV, I don't feel okay about it.
I disagree. It looks good.
I don't like it now.
All right.
So,
well, want to paste it back onto your face?
No, I can't do that.
Right.
I'm going to have to wait.
The sides are okay and the chin, but it looks like you're Amish.
Amish? Why Amish?
Because the mustache is barely there.
I see it. It's fine.
I mean, it's
you
there.
do not look Amish.
It's there
and
just
if
like
you
everything
did,
else,
that's
man.
fine, too. It's a new look for you.
You'll
be used to it by 7 o'clock.
I don't know, man.
You're fine. It looks good. It looks clean.
I usually stare at myself in the monitor. I don't think I can do that today.
Not only that, the fact that you're thinner, like all of it, it looks good.
Well, that's the reason why I decided to do it, because there have been in years past where my face was so fat that there was no way I could not have a beard to slim it out because I just looked like a belly button.
Yet you went with the Luigi mustache.
I did that one time, yes. Yes, it was a very dark time for me looking back on that, my day with the mustache. But that's the reason why I did it. But now boy, I don't know, man. I don't like this at all.
Embrace it. You look good.
Embrace
You get one
it.
of those hats, put you behind a horse.
What do you mean? I don't have the Amish thing. The mustache, I did the whole thing the same exact way.
I know, but it's just lighter probably.
If there's someone out there that knows how to do Photoshop, that would be outstanding.
Do you really think
I don't think it looks like that at all. I think you look good. You look almost
not
clean
in
shaven. It
person.
looks fine.
I'm looking here, fine. TV, Amish.
TV Amish, huh? You know, the thing that I'm noticing is the largesse of my forehead for some reason.
Also that, yes.
That's what stands out to me. No beard. Yeah, see, look, this was yesterday as today. For whatever reason, my forehead looks much bigger with no beard. I don't know why.
You're focusing on it more. That's why.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's why.
I don't
You
know.
have a big
man.
forehead. So what?
Large forehead.
Yeah, so be it.
Yeah. It gets bigger and bigger with the male pattern baldness.
That's,
you know?
I'm well aware.
You get the sides.
I'm well
going
aware.
Back, your forehead gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Al has from time to time done those show books. I think he did a 5-year Boomer and Geo book. I think you did a 10-year Boomer and Carton book. Maybe that's the one I'm remembering. And I found a few of them the other day. There was a Christmas one. He does it for Christmas. And I found one where there's a picture of me and him, and I have hair, like a full head of hair.
Wow!
Like that's the one difference that I do notice. Like, oh my God, it really has thinned out. So yes, I'm fully versed in the male pattern baldness.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I do like it with CBS Sports Network. It's like the farther shot I can deal with. The close-up shot, not as good.
Well, they've done that from time to time for other requests.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, when
I'm Boomer Esiason.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And sometimes.
When he had platypus face.
There you go. I like it.
Yeah, now we're talking.
The shot from above.
Yeah. Well, do what you guys need to do, CBS Sports Network. I'm not going to request that type of diva behavior. The platypus face was a different situation for Boomer.
Plus, just know at some point today that the WFAN digital guys will have the close-ups of
God.
you that will be put on social media.
What is that all about? Is that like the new thing? Is
I
that
don't
like
know.
the new digital schooling that people did where they zoom in on the face and
I don't
then
know.
end up putting the words underneath what you're saying?
I got fat face already. The last thing I need is a zoomed-in shot of me. Ugh.
Yeah. I'm going to make one right now that they can do. So they're going to zoom in on my face, and then the words are going to be underneath me. All right? So Gal will do this for later. I've got a giant forehead. It is so big, you could land a helicopter on top of it. Look how large this forehead is. Fat face, big forehead. It's embarrassing. So there you go. Now you can put that up on Twitter.
I'm sure we will see that in about 4 hours, yes.
Because that's when I'm watching, no matter what I'm talking about today, that's all I'm going to be seeing as they zoom in on my face with my giant forehead because I don't have a beard.
I think you look good.
Oh, thanks, Jerry. I appreciate that. So Hard Knocks last night, I have to say, they just went back to the age-old formula. They did everything that they always do every single year and just slapped it together and threw it out there. And it was so disappointing because this year was supposed to be Jets, excitement, Aaron Rodgers forcing the Jets to do it. brand new Aaron Rodgers-led New York Jets. It's going to be the biggest story in football. And all they did was package all the same crap that they do every single year and then put it out there, which is rookie show. Then you got the guy who's going to be cut and his family. And then you got the coach in front of the team doing the inspirational speech. And you have preseason game, way too many plays in a preseason game that they basically do like an NFL film style Super Bowl of the third preseason game that the Jets had played.
Of guys you're never going to see again.
Right, exactly.
That's true.
I mean, and that is all they did. And I got to tell you, man, like, I know that this was a big topic last week on Hard Knocks, whether or not Rob Saleh was real or not. I don't think that he's faking anything. I just think that he's cheesy. I just think
I
think he's
that.
cheesy. Like, he does not have the je ne sais quoi that a Dan Campbell or one of these football coaches that just stands in front of the team and commands it. He's got to like read stuff. Like, he can't. It doesn't seem like he comes up with it on his own in front of the team.
It does seem prepared.
Yeah, like he did the crow and the eagle thing, and then he did this competitor, survivor, and something else.
The 4 stages of, what do you call it? The 4 different types of player?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's just like he's reading some self-help book, and then he is then regurgitating this stuff to the team.
You know where he seems like, but where he does seem like he's real and he's the coach, it's on the field. I agree with you. In the in that, what was a theater room, whatever the hell you call it. It does seem forced. I completely agree, and it seems prepared, and you can see at times if you're paying attention, he's looking down for the notes, which is fine. I mean, I get it, but it's not like in front of the room commanding the room, whereas I do feel like on the field, he commands the field.
Yeah.
And it is different. So some guys are great rah-rah guys and can stand, like I would get the sense that a Bill Parcells back in the day could stand in front of that team or his team and right off the top of his head, just spew crap out and get you ready to run through a brick wall.
Right.
He's not that guy. But what I do watch on the field in these shows, he seems like a football coach.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
and the results will tell us what he is.
He's also very, very quiet on the sideline during games. And when we've seen him the last couple of years in real games where he wasn't that, when he was the 49ers defensive coordinator. I mean, he was on the field clapping 3 and outs, and he's basically more stoic as a head coach.
Like Ulbrich.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, he's definitely much more raw. But like, I feel like Rob Saleh will see something somewhere on either Instagram or TikTok, like he admitted, or somebody showed him something in a book, and then he puts it in front of him in the meeting, and then just jams a bunch of F words around it, and then that is his inspirational speech.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be surprised next Hard Knocks episode, there's a chicken on the screen behind him. Be like, guys, you know what that is? It's an effing chicken. And this chicken wants to cross the effing road. Why did the effing chicken cross the effing road, huh? Huh? Why is it? To get to the other effing side. That's why. That's what we got to do, boys. That's what we got to do. We got to be that effing chicken, and we got to get to the other side of the goddamn road. Because this franchise hasn't done that. We've been the chicken that's been on the one side of the road and trying to get across, but our asses are getting effing run over. And we're just a pile of goddamn feathers. You want to be a pile of goddamn feathers? Do you? Do you? Or you want to be the effing chicken that crosses the effing road? F-C mother F. All right, boys, let's go. It's like, what? I mean, it's like, that's what it is. That's Rob Saleh.
It feels forced. I can't argue with you.
Oh, my God.
But the proof is going to be in the way they play, and that's all that matters. Like all this other crap. You know, if you think about all the Super Bowl winning head coaches throughout time, you're going to have guys that are going to be disciplinarians, guys that are yellers and screamers, guys that have filthy military mouths. Then you're going to have guys like the Tony Dungy's of the world who don't do that. Guys like
Joe Philbin, when he was the Dolphins head coach on Hard Knocks, that guy was a total bore.
Didn't win, though. But you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh, I don't get the sense is one of these guys that's like a disciplinarian type militaristic coach. So there's different ways to skin a cat, as they say back in the day. And we'll see if they go out and Aaron Rodgers plays to an MVP level, they're going to win a lot of games. And if the defense is really good, they're going to win a lot of games. And if not, he's going to be out. To me, it's that simple. If they suck this year, he'll be looking for a defensive coordinator job next year.
Guys, sit down. You ever hear of Sisyphus? Sisyphus, Greek legend, pushed an effing boulder up an effing hill. Every time he got to the effing top, boulder rolled down the effing hill right back to the same spot. You want to be Sisyphus? You want to be the mother effer that gets that ball up to the hill, that boulder, and keeps it there? Huh? Which one of you mother effers is Sisyphus? Raise your hand if you're Sisyphus. No? I didn't think so.
Different stages of Sisyphus.
Oh, and then he does the all gas, and then they respond.
Oh, that's so stupid. That one,
No
I
brakes.
couldn't believe they put that on the walls there.
I know. A-G-N-B.
Really? In the jet font?
I know.
I was a little cheesy, too. Oh, by the way.
And when he goes, all gas, and then you expect them
No
to
brakes.
they're just like, no brakes.
Yeah, because they've had enough of it,
Yeah.
too.
All right, coach.
It sounds about right.
Jeez.
I'll tell you the one thing I did come away from watching it. Forget paying the ticket prices. Just pay to go watch these joint practices.
Oh, yeah.
We love MMA these days and boxing and all sorts of violent sports. Well, this is all of that wrapped into one.
Yeah, I wonder why this happens only in training camp and not in the game so much. I mean, I've brought up some of my own theories about it because these guys are just so tired of this at this point. They're pissed off. There's heat. There's a lot of guys that are trying to make teams and are like really, really going for it. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's early in the season. There's more energy, but it's just
I think it's everything you just said.
Single year.
Yeah, and it's the fact that they haven't played in months, the fact that they've been practicing with one another now for weeks and weeks and weeks. They want to hit somebody else. They probably, too, are tired of training camp. They're hot and bothered. It's all of it. And you got the testosterone they're trash talking like crazy on the field. The whole thing, and I cut a bunch of stuff up for CeeLo. I thought the Quinnen Williams stuff with Mike Evans was funny.
Oh, yeah, when he called him fat.
Like
yeah, that was funny.
genuinely seemed bothered by that.
He's like, damn, bro. It's like I lost some weight this offseason.
Like he went to go find him, and like, you called me fat.
Yeah. I was like, I look good for 300 pounds, all right?
But I mean, I didn't realize what a trash talker he is on the field, Williams. Yeah. So you got a good look at that. And I'm thinking, I want to go to these joint practices. Screw the games.
Yeah.
I want to go to the joint practices now. Watch these guys kill each other.
Yeah, no, it definitely is a lot more entertaining than your regular run-of-the-mill training camp practice these days. These joint practices do get very, very heated. And by the way, another thing that we don't need to see anymore on Hard Knocks is Woody Johnson.
Ha!
We just don't.
You don't
need,
like the big diamond chain?
I mean, so
Or
the
necklace?
first time you saw him, he was like, he was out there going, oh, that Quinnen Williams is he's leading the troops. Like, you could not be like more.
He's awkward.
Rich, out of touch guy than him.
Paid him a lot of money, remember?
Yeah, he's like, a lot of money. Makes a lot of money. And then he shows up, and he's got so McCole Hardman had a big chain, and then Sauce Gardner had a big chain, said Sauce on it. So Woody Johnson shows up in a meeting, and then he unveils the big Woody chain. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then he's just standing up in front of them. It's like, Woody, just hide in the background somewhere. And then
Be the silent owner.
And then basically he's like, I don't want to put any pressure on you guys, but this is the biggest moment in all of our lives. And we invested a lot of money and a lot of time and I don't want to put any pressure on you guys, but man, if you lose, that's going to be the worst thing that ever happened to all of us.
Be a big flop.
I know. I don't want to put any pressure on you guys, but I mean, what?
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I was a little disappointed in it. I got to be honest.
I guess I just enjoyed the practice footage, and I enjoyed the one receiver that basically did the entire Eminem. What was the name of that movie? He did
8 Mile.
Yeah, where he did that end part where the rap and like the guys were doing it with him, like they knew it word for word. And when I'm watching it, I'm sitting there thinking, like, this is what the camaraderie's about. And it's like they're having so much fun, and then the games start. And if you don't win, that fun is right out the window. Like, what a difference a month can make. Or if they keep winning, it'll keep being like this, and they'll have a blast.
Well, the original rookie show that they did the week before that C.J. Mosley canceled and then said, we got to stop this, and you're going to do another one. I mean, that was the worst performance of a rookie show.
I don't think I saw that.
They all came out in hoods, and then they were like introduced themselves and like did like taekwondo moves, And then
okay.
it was like, hi, Izzy at a combo, and they were like, boo, and they were throwing stuff at it.
Yeah.
And then they started doing some like video game up on the board. It was like, select one of these, and then like they totally lost the crowd. Option A, option B, and they're like, no, boo, you suck.
They got it back on this one.
Yeah, they did. And I'm like, this is not. I mean, the Rob Saleh. I am knocking, I guess, Rob Saleh a little bit, and like, it's not a knock on the Jets as it is a knock on Hard Knocks. Like, just come up with a little bit different of a formula, will you? I've seen the same thing every single. It was almost impossible to turn this Jets team into a boring hour TV show, and Hard Knocks figured out a way to do it. And it's the same form. We're going to do the rookie show. We're going to do the practices. We're going to do the NFL Films game. We're going to do the head coach speak. We're going to get the owner in there for a little bit. We're going to drizzle some interviews in, and then we're just going to package it up and spit it out just like every other team.
Like, do you have what would you do differently?
I would be Aaron Rodgers nonstop. I would just be around him the entire time. I want to see what he's doing off the field. I want to get these guys away from the practice facility and get their personalities. Like Quinn.
Well, the Randall Cobb stuff was cool with his kids and his wife.
Yeah, that was good. And they said he was new. Yes, that was good.
That was neat.
With the wife being pregnant again. But like Sauce Gardner, I want to see him outside the facility. Garrett Wilson, guys like that, personalities. And like, I would also cut the cheesy stuff out. Like, did you need to see Woody Johnson do that? Like, in the Rob Saleh speech was nothing. Like, to me, that hurt him more than it helped him.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean,
wasn't like
he's
Rex
kind of what
Ryan.
I think he is. Right. You're 100% right. He's not like Rex Ryan. He's not that personality. I think if I had to put a guess onto what I think it is, it's him trying to be the CEO. Like when he was with San Francisco, and guys, people have called and talked about this. We've discussed this. When he was the defensive coordinator, he was rah-rah, in your face, F-bombs flying, good or bad, but that was the case, and he was intense. He's become the head coach, and just especially watching this, it really feels more to me like he's trying to become that CEO type of head coach that is responsible for everything, but is not going to let that part of him show up. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It works for some, for others it doesn't work.
Yeah, the Rob Saleh speech last night, like I could see him doing that same thing that Mike did when he got confused by Mr. Rogers and Captain Kangaroo. You know, like I could see Rob Saleh doing that same thing. Hey, listen, boys, there was a killer, trained killer, Navy SEAL, had like 6 or 7 kills on his resume, hand-to-hand combat. I'm telling you, man, this guy was an effing badass. Tattoos up and down his arms. But he changed who he was. He changed. And he got a TV show. And he wore sweaters all the time. This was an assassin. This was an effing killer. And he wore those sweaters to cover up the tattoos because he had all the kills tattooed onto his arm. You know who that guy was? Mr. Rogers. All right. All gas, no brakes. Boomer and Gio on the Fan and CBS Sports Network. Quick break. We'll get CeeLo in here in a couple of minutes. Just getting going on this Wednesday morning on the Fan.